Hey guys, Phil here, coming to you from Japan again. Quick little update or video today, not the lengthy rant that I often do. I just want to talk about two things today. The first one is the reporting of data. Now, okay, you're going to say, oh my God, this is boring, but unfortunately, I'm an analyst and we look at a lot of data, and the thing that we're looking at these days is this. And I'm going to put up some screenshots here from the official Tokyo website, and I'll look at it over here while you're looking at the screenshot. The issue is testing. Now, first of all, as we know, as I've mentioned in other videos, and if you're watching on Facebook, my other videos are on YouTube before I started this Facebook page. So, as I mentioned before, Japan is pretty piss poor in testing. And it doesn't help that the numbers are kind of baffling. Now, you can look at the tests per 100,000 people, and you can do that in general and look at the, test per million. And on the Worldometer site, you can see, that some countries are doing pretty amazing, even bigger countries. I'm not going to cheat by using some tiny little country like the Faroe Islands, but if you look at United Arab Emirates, for instance, is doing 100,000 tests per million, which is pretty amazing. Let's pick another big one. Israel doing 34,000 tests per million. Switzerland 28,000. New Zealand 25,000. Germany 24,000. These are tests per million. Now we can scroll down and down and down. Oh, there we are. Nestled in between Cabo Verde and Antigua and Barbados is Japan. So Japan has managed to only test a little over 1,000 people per million. And so you wonder why the number of cases are few. That's reason number one. And reason number two is, the data here that we're getting from those tests is completely baffling. The Tokyo website, now going back to what I talked about a minute ago, looking at those screenshots, they claim to have tested in total, since this disaster started, 9,800 people. Now this is Tokyo. It's I think the largest city on Earth, maybe second largest city on Earth. 20 million people in that metropolitan Tokyo area, and you're telling me that you've tested not even 10,000 of them? Like, what have you been doing for the past 3 months? It's incredible. And not only that, they've tested 9,827 people as of right now, but they've actually conducted 26,757 tests. So it's like they're testing every person 3 times. And first of all, I think that's kind of cheating to claim that as look at the number of tests we're doing. We've done 28,000 tests. Yeah, we're just doing them over and over again on the same person, 28,000 times. And the weird thing is also, it says found in Tokyo, 25,980 cases, but there's actually only 3,836 people in Tokyo infected. So again, I guess what they're doing is just, it doesn't make any sense. Are those found cases just the same person over and over and over again? I've spent a lot of years looking at data, and it's kind of like, what the hell? Talk about obfuscating the truth. It's like, you've done a test. Nobody cares if you tested the same person 3 times, unless you're saying, okay, the last test was when they were cleared or whatever. So yeah, that's the thing I'm irked about with Japan and the data. I think they're actually kind of trying to shovel so much data that it's very hard to see the forest for the trees. I don't know. I really don't understand why they're presenting the data like this. Because one number then completely invalidates another number. You can't say found in Tokyo 25,980 cases, but you actually have 3,836 people who are infected. It's crazy. Also, I don't like the style of this chart, but that's just me. So that was thing number one I wanted to talk about, the presentation of data. Number two is we still have this issue of stay at home. It's now Monday here in Japan, so we had our second weekend under the state of emergency. And starting last weekend was Tokyo's stay at home week, or 2 weeks or whatever it is. They're trying to get people to not go anywhere. So it was funny to compare Saturday's news versus Sunday's news. On Saturday, I guess they got to make the news every day, so they got to talk about something. So on Saturday, they said, oh, you know, things are going great with this stay-at-home initiative. Look at the streets of Tokyo on Saturday compared to last Sunday.
Shinkansen bullet trains are usually crowded ahead of the spring holiday period, but some trains that left Tokyo today had no passengers in the non-reserved cars. Shinkansen lines are major arteries for travel across Japan, and there's been a visible change in their use. Our reporter says hardly anyone is on the platform at Tokyo Station, a rare scene for a Saturday. A bullet train left the station with all cars almost empty. This is Tokyo's Ginza at around 11 a.m. Despite the sunny skies, few people are out on the streets. And there seems to be less car traffic than usual. Tokyo's stay-at-home period began today. Governor Koike Yuriko said on Thursday that the 12 days from April 25th to May 6th will be designated as a stay-at-home period to protect lives. She asks people to refrain from going out. The aim is to reduce person-to-person contact as much as possible. Here's an aerial view of Setagaya Park today. People are sitting on benches, but they appear to be keeping a distance from each other. Parks and other places that are normally teeming with families appear to be drawing fewer people.
And you go, oh, okay, that's fine. But comparing Saturday and Sunday in Japan is not a valid comparison. So then yesterday, of course, on the news, they were like, oh, maybe things aren't going so well with this stay at home, because now look, compare Sunday to Sunday, and yes, we still have a problem.
This is the Gotemba beach in the city of Tsu in Mie Prefecture. People were gathering shellfish there. Police are asking that people refrain from non-essential outings. The free parking lot has been closed, but cars could be seen parked on the road, including some with license plates from outside the prefecture. A resident says visitors from outside are very welcome in ordinary times, but not at a time like this.
It seems like Tokyo, central Tokyo, people aren't going to that. Instead, they're like packing themselves in to every place around Tokyo. Completely defies logic. So if you are in the Tokyo area, just stay home, you know. Don't go anywhere. It doesn't say go somewhere else. It says stay at home. It's not a stay somewhere different. It's stay at home. We also still have this issue with pachinko. Predominantly it seems in Osaka, but maybe that's just the media. Huge lineups outside of these pachinko parlors in Osaka. And, I said the other day that the Osaka governor named these 6 pachinko parlors. Well, 3 of them actually decided to close. One of them sent a letter to the media. I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't laugh. I sent a letter to the media saying that because of their financial circumstances, there's just no way they could close. And I guess their financial circumstances are because they want to make so much money, they can't possibly conceive of closing because that would totally get in the way of their financial goals. It was a very funnily worded letter. And now he's talking about having to name some of the other 26 pachinko parlors that also won't close. What's going on, people? I know that I'm doing this in English, so a lot of the native Japanese population aren't going to see this video. But let's, for once, set an example as foreigners living here in Japan and do the right thing and stay at home. I'll talk to you soon.